shadows.
That might be Arne Stont's young widow. Pardon me, mistress. I'm looking for the Stant widow.
I'm Gertie Stoned. Who are you?
I knew your husband. He was a brave man.
Knew him? How did you know him?
We met in Friar's Keep, mistress. On the night of his death. He saved my life. I'm sorry I could do nothing to save his.
You saw him, that evening?
He asked me to visit you. To tell you that he loves you.
And then you left him to be tortured to death by those bastards.
I swore not to take an innocent life.
They told me he begged for death. You could have granted him a clean and honourable journey to the night side. But instead you just left him there. Don't talk to me about honour. You have none. Leave us be.
The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the labourers work into the night. Liko mentioned that there's a plan in place to learn more about the tubes and the machines, and to sabotage the network. But not today. The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city. They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. No expense has been spared in forging these pipes. They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. No expense has been spared in forging these pipes. I'm sure we'll learn more about those tubes soon enough. Right now, we have other concerns. A rope is always useful. A rope is always useful. A rope is always useful. A rope is always useful.
Go on, get out of here!
According to the labeling on this crate, it contains flintlock parts. According to the labeling on this crate, it contains flintlock parts. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. The pipes are manufactured both locally and... I'm sure we'll learn more about those tubes soon enough. Right now, we have other concerns. There's black powder in this barrel. They use it for the muskets and cannons.
What are you doing here?
It's a powerful explosive and propellant. Black powder, imported from Azadir. A handful should suffice. This must be the shipment Liko spoke of. The crates and barrels are all marked with the Azadi seal. It's a sturdy rope, probably soaked through with brine.
Hey, you!
They're perfectly engineered. They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. No expense has been spared in forging these pipes. They've brought in the very best engineers, builders, and metalworkers from Azadir to help create these machines and the tube network. We need to find out why. There are more steam machines than ever, and we still have no idea what they're for. They're connected to the pipes, and they appear to be linked to the tower. But why? While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. Alvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that.
Welcome to the Rooster and Kitten, my good man. Now, you may want to wait with your order until your friends arrive. You may want to wait for the rest of your party before you order. I'm sure you're a busy man tonight.
I should be getting home. Just one more for the road. A bit of Dolmari courage to help me get started. And then I'll head home. What do you want? Eh? No, really, what do you want? This seat's taken. Plenty of other seats available. No shortage of seating here, just not this one, mate.
At least they're not a raucous or unruly lot. Alvik keeps them in check.
The witch and the vicar had 6 shots of liquor and presently went for a walk. Come on, said the clergy, a man has his urges, but the witch only wanted to talk. What do you want? Eh? No, really, what do you want? What's the matter? She says. What's the matter, Michelle? What a
There are mostly
Like I don't
labourers and
see
dock
there's a
workers in
man
this
with a
bar.
bloody spear
It's the
behind the
perfect
curtain
cover for
wearing
the
his hardy
resistance.
boots and a helmet.
Alvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale client. At least they're not a raucous or unruly lot. Alvik keeps them in check.
The Azadi. They come here, they steal our women, take our jobs, eat our food, use our latrines and don't even
Black powder. It's quite explosive and is used in muskets and cannons to propel projectiles. A coil of rope I took from the harbour. It smells of brine and it's soaked in seawater. It's a sturdy rope, probably soaked through with brine.
Hey, you!
According to the labeling on this crate, it contains flintlock parts. Flint pieces for the flintlock musket.
Go on, get out of here!
flint can make no spark without steel. They're perfectly engineered and sturdy. No expense has been spared in forging these pipes. Flintlock parts for the musket. According to the labeling on this crate, it contains flintlock parts. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the steel nails, imported from Western Azadir, I reckon. They're used to mount the pipes around the city. A nail, fresh from the steel mills. This might be of use to me.
What are you doing here?
That brine-soaked hemp won't burn easily.
Go on, get out of here! After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tap.
Steel nails, imported from Western Azadir, I reckon. They're used to mount the pipes around the city.
What are you doing here?
That should be enough black powder to ignite the barrels and blow the whole shipment to pieces.
Hey, you!
A rope is always useful.